Right, okay, so today I am going to be showing you how to make your own pesto sauce, which tastes much better than the stuff you can buy in the jars in the supermarket. Not necessarily the cheapest thing to make because it does require a lot of fresh basil. I've been buying the packs here from Tesco's. Now for this recipe I've actually used 3 of these packs. And they're about 70-80 pence each, so you can see the price there. Equipment you will need for this, ideally, you will need one of these things. This is a mini chopper. You can get one of these from Tesco's, Argos, anywhere really. They're only about 10, 12, 15 quid. Mine's starting to wear out a little bit, so mum, dad, whoever, Christmas next year maybe, a nice new one. They really do save a lot of time. You can also do this recipe actually in a pestle and mortar if you have got one of those, but it really will take a lot longer to do it that way. So let's go through the list of ingredients that you'll need. You'll need a jar to put it in. Never throw jars away. Very, 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 very useful. Unfortunately, the person I live with sees an empty jar on the side and thinks it's waste and puts it straight in the bin. I then have to go head first and fetch it back out. You will need about 80 grams of basil. You will need to take the stalks off it because they're a bit bitter. You don't want the big fat stalks on like that. So as you can see, I've pulled the leaves off there. So in here I've got around about 80 grams of washed fresh basil. It smells lovely. It does look a lot. But it will soon grind down to nothing. You'll need some salt. You will need 2 tablespoons of pine nut kernels. Again, these are available health food shops, supermarkets, a couple of quid a packet. You'll need a clove of garlic, a nice big fat one. And you will need 2 tablespoons of well, ideally pecorino or parmesan or any hard Italian cheese will do the job. Finely shaved there. And of course you will need around about 200 mils of extra virgin olive oil, and it must be extra virgin olive oil, otherwise it will be awful. I looked at the list of ingredients the other day for the jarred pesto sauce in Lidl, and the main oil they use was sunflower oil, which I just don't understand how you can make pesto out of sunflower oil and get away with it. Equipment wise, so the mini chopper is the main one. You may have seen and have one of these. This is a garlic mincer. These are awful. If you haven't got one, don't buy one unless you are processing and mincing a hell of a lot of garlic, because they are a right bugger to clean unless you've got a dishwasher. And it's much easier just to use a nice big fat knife like this to pound your garlic clove and chop it up. But most of the chopping is going to be done obviously in the mini chopper. Okie dokie, so where to begin? Well, we can start by putting the pine nuts in the mini chopper and the garlic. So all I'm doing here is crushing down on the fat bit with the knife with my palm, like that, chopping up a little bit, nothing too major, because like I said earlier, the mini chopper is going to do all the work for you. So there we go, they're quite small pieces of garlic. I have them from Tesco's, which I don't really like Tesco's, I've got to say. Cheese goes in last. About half a teaspoon of salt. No strict guidelines here. And then I'm going to put in a bit of the basil, about a handful there, just to start us off. Maybe a bit more actually. And then to get the juices flowing, a good glug of the oil. Seems like a lot of oil, but really is worth it. Lidl do these really big, nice vats of olive oil, but quite often, if you're not using a lot of the stuff, the good branded stuff like this is often on offer in the main supermarkets. Right, so what we do now then is we start to blend. So this is going to be a little bit noisy, but these things are brilliant obviously you've not heard a word of what I've just been saying, so I'll say it again. Takes a bit of time to get going there. You may need a spoon to sort of get it from the sides. That needs a little bit more olive oil, I think, to get it going. And a bit more of the leaves there. And back we go. There we go, it's going a lot further. That's lovely. Okay, I do shake it up a bit to get all of it around. That is now, you can see, it's getting quite a creamy consistency. Okay, lovely colour to it, so I reckon we'll get away with putting the rest of everything in. You do want it to be like a smooth, sticky paste almost. Add the rest of the basil. That's all my basil and all my oil used up, lovely. And cheese in as well. And then I am actually going to blast this for a good few minutes, actually, I think, because you want to get all mixed in and ground lovely. Well, not ground, but you know what I mean. Okay. Stop it every so often, give it a good shake. These things have got a nice rubber seal on, so you know you're never going to get any escape. Okay, let's have a little look. Perfection. There we go. We've got a nice, thick, gooey consistency there. Now this will keep in the fridge for about a week, but as usual, if it looks okay, smells okay, and it hasn't got any mould on it, then you can generally eat it, I find. So it probably lasts a bit more than that. I'd probably put it in the jar with a little layer of olive oil on the top just to seal it in. And of course then you can use it in fresh pasta, put it with chicken, spoon it into soups and stews, lots of different uses, potatoes even. And it really does taste so much better than the jar.